Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Brad Valentine with Orange County Sheriff's Department. I serve as the Chief of Police here in the city of Lake Forest. Unfortunately, we're hoping for better results, but yesterday afternoon, Sheriff's investigators did find the body of Blaze Bernstein in the Borrego Park area. At this time, I'd just like to express that our hearts and prayers, condolences go out to the Bernstein family, as it's obviously not the outcome we were hoping for. I'm going to take a step away from the mic for a second and have the Bernstein family come up and read a prepared statement, and then I'll come back and answer any questions that you have.
We started off this journey over a week ago, looking for our son and asking for everyone to help us find Blaze Bernstein. And we just have learned that the OC Sheriff's Department and Coroner's Office has confirmed that our family's worst fears could come true. And they have positively identified our son Blaze's body today. Blaze was a brilliant, colorful, and charismatic man who shined light on all of the lives of the people and communities that he touched. Needless to say, our family is devastated by the news, and we, like so many of you around the world, love Blaze. And we wanted nothing more than to seek his safe return. We want to thank all of you who so generously gave us all of your hearts, your time, and your energy to help us in the search for Blaze over this past week. As this investigation moves from search and rescue to a homicide investigation, we ask for your continued support in providing tips and information to the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Our family sends you all of our endless love and thanks for what you have done. We have had people do random acts of kindness, and so many friends and family that have reached out to us. It's unbelievable what you people have done for us and our son and his memory. As we grieve, we're making plans for services for Blaze, but we have nothing yet to announce. In the meantime, should you wish to continue to honor Blaze and his memory, as we shall endlessly do, we ask that you, like my father would have done for me, to do something that's going to perpetuate Blaze's memory, this young, bright soul, and make a contribution to the Blaze Bernstein Memorial Fund at the Jewish Community Foundation of Orange County. This money will be given to organizations including the Orangewood Foundation and other organizations that help children and families in need. From our family and from Blaze, we thank you. And this woman has been my rock this last week. And our children are so strong. And we just want to see resolution. And we want to thank the Sheriff's Department for all that they've done.
Absolutely.
Okay. So obviously it's a very difficult situation. It's an active investigation, and it is being treated as a homicide. And at this time, I'll take any questions that you have.
Lieutenant, do you believe that Blaze was in the park the entire time, or do you think his body was brought back there because we know that the Sheriff's Department was searching there?
At this time, we believe that Blaze was in the park since the time of his disappearance.
And how was it missed?
I couldn't tell you specifically how it was missed, as that's part of the investigation. However, the change in the weather and the rain did help us to find him.
Lieutenant, is that what prompted your search crews to go back out there yesterday?
That's part of the active investigation. I can't tell the specifics as to why we were back at the park, but the rain was definitely a factor that helped us find the location.
You can't say if you had received tips from people in the community that they'd maybe seen something, that they'd heard something?
At this time, I'm not prepared to. So the question was, if you couldn't hear that, was there a search warrant served today? Served in the city of Newport Beach, and at this time, that's all I'm prepared to share about that regarding that search warrant.
Lieutenant, are you looking for the friend who took him to the park, or do you have eyes on him?
Okay, two questions. One was, have we arrested anyone? And the answer is no. There is no suspect in custody. And your question was about the friend. We have interviewed that friend several times, and that person is not in custody, and we are not prepared to comment on persons of interest at this time.
Lieutenant, was there any clear trauma or anything that would indicate why you believe this is now a homicide case?
Once again, I can't comment on the condition of the body, as that's part of the active investigation, but I would tell you that based on what we saw, the sheriff's investigators do believe this is a homicide.
How many people do you think were at? Do you think there could have been a chance of finding him alive, or based on what you've seen, no?
Based on what we know, I believe that Blaze was probably killed that night.
And there was that text from or to a friend, supposedly from the area of the park that night. What sort of clues has that text yielded, and do you have any proof that he texted someone, or could someone have been in possession of his phone at that point and they made the text?
That's part of the active investigation, and unfortunately I can't comment on that. I'm sorry.
Can you talk about the person who met at the park last night? Was that an old friend? Was that a new friend he had just met recently online?
It's part of the active investigation. There are numerous leads that the sheriff's homicide investigators are following. We have numerous people working this case 24/7 since his initial disappearance, but I can't comment on any specific persons of interest or anything like that.
Generally speaking, was there a relationship before that night? Did they know each other?
I can't comment on that part of the investigation.
Also, how many people were in the park that night? Just the one friend, or was there a second friend? Or a second
Once again, I can't comment. It's an active investigation. I can't comment on those details.
Do you hope that the autopsy will reveal some clues today which could shortly lead to an arrest?
The autopsy will be performed today, and as with all autopsies, we hope that it gives us some more answers to the questions that we have.
Can you describe the location where the body was discovered? We saw some close to the school fence. There's a drain that looked like a lot of activity there. Some people were saying that's where a lot of activity was.
All I'm prepared to share at this time is that the body was found in the perimeter of the Borrego Park, in the brush area.
Was there any effort to disguise the body?
I can't comment on that at this time.
You started down this path. I know it's difficult on your side of the fence, but you voluntarily left the scene. In hindsight, should there have been a more active search? Should that have moved?
You know, you can always look at things in hindsight, but the sheriff's department has done nothing but search for Blaze since we were notified of his of being a missing person, right? So we had an active search out there on Thursday morning, again on Saturday, not to mention the investigators are out there searching, following clues and leads and things like that. So in addition to the ground searching, we had aerial searches going on with air support, following tips that the family provided at various times, and so it has been a constant search for Blaze since he was reported missing.
Lieutenant Valentine, why aren't you ready to name a person of interest?
That is part of the active investigation, and we don't want to compromise the integrity of that investigation at this time.
Is that friend, though, a person of interest in the investigation?
Once again, I'm sorry, I can't comment on any persons of interest at this time.
How close did searchers come to the body over the weekend when they were going through that area? Do you know proximity-wise?
I don't have that information. I don't have that.
So you need the public's help still, we're guessing. What sort of clues might they be able to provide?
Obviously, if anybody has any information about any suspicious persons or anything they saw in the park throughout the week or that night, the sheriff's department is happy to take those tips and follow them up and follow those leads.
And video, we know the school has cameras, assuming that the library, the park, have you obtained video?
We are working on that as part of the investigation, yes.
You didn't want to say how long that he knew this person he met with. Can you say, did they meet online? Was it an online?
It's part of the active investigation, and I can't share that right now. Sorry, question there in the back.
How many homicides have there been in Lake Forest?
Since I've been the chief of police in the last 4 years, there have been 0.
I know you said you can't talk. Can you just talk about the condition? Was the body covered? Was it discovered because of the rain?
Right. Once again, I can't comment on the condition of the body, but I can say that the rain did help us locate him. Are there any other questions at this time?
But I don't know if can you tell us where that friend was from? Was that friend from Orange County?
Once again, I can't make any comments as far as persons of interest or anything like that. There are no suspects in custody at this time. I will tell you that Lake Forest has a reputation of being a very safe community. And as your chief of police and with the Orange County Sheriff's Department, my promise to you is that we'll continue to make this and keep this a safe community, and we'll continue to outreach and provide information as we are able to do so.
Is there anything the public should be aware of, or is there any danger?
At this time, we can't comment on persons of interest. There is no suspect in custody, and we don't feel that there is a direct threat to the community at this time.
Going forward, will you patrol that park for any reason?
Of course, we will continue to patrol all the parks in Lake Forest and the entire community as resources are available.
That drain in the corner of the park, the lid of the torn back, is that part of the investigation?
I can't comment as far as that part of the investigation.
You said no suspect in custody. Is there a suspect in mind that you're looking for?
I can't comment on any. I can't comment on anything as far as persons of interest or anything in that regard. There is no suspect in custody at this time.
That search warrant was served at a home in Newport Beach. Is that right?
That is my understanding. Yes. Last night. Okay, folks. Thank you very much. We're going to wrap this up. If we have any other information we can share with you, we'll let you know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Notified by the coroner this morning after positive identification was made.
So you waited that many hours after
After positive identification was made.
And how was positive ID made through fingerprints?
I don't have that information.
And news of an arrest, when it comes, will be via tweet?
We will be putting out a press release and Twitter, so @OCSD is the best place to follow us for additional updates, and I'll be reaching out to all of you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
They're a very sad story, heartbreaking situation there for the family. The body of a University of Pennsylvania student who went missing while home in Southern California on winter break was found yesterday, and he was found dead, and now it's being ruled as a homicide. Authorities have been searching for 19-year-old Blaze Bernstein for days when his body was found late yesterday afternoon in brush surrounding a neighborhood park in the Foothill Ranch area of the city of Lake Forest. More news now, coming up.